Hi ladies and gents, Pond here with another video for Rise of Empires, Ice and Fire. Thank you so much for your previous likes, comments and subscriptions to the channel. If you haven't subscribed already, why not click on that button and ring the bell so you can get notifications of whenever I'm dropping content on the channel. And now onto the topic of this video, and as you would have seen earlier in the week, we got this message on the right hand side of the screen about enhanced equipment for legions. So since Monday, it said with the efforts of the administratum, the enhanced equipment for legions is now available. It can further boost your equipment and allow you to duplicate the equipment for your legions. Now, just a point on this whole wording of duplicate, it doesn't mean that if you enhance one full set of gear that then the enhancement is duplicated to all your sets of gear. That's not the case. You need to enhance each individual set of gear. Let's just go on about, before we get into the nitty gritty of that, let's just continue with the rest of the message. So this is going to be available from provinces in S2 or later seasons, and then you can begin enhancing the equipment, after which the attributes of both the single piece of equipment and the full set will be enhanced. The materials required for the enhancement can be obtained from the material shop. You'll also be able to get some necessary materials in upcoming modes, so stay tuned. You need to have 0.256 version of the game to access the enhanced equipment, and we got some orichalcum, which is not related to it at all. So let's go into our blacksmith, into craft, and you'll see there is the advanced menu. Now, first thing to talk about is that obviously we've been expecting some enhanced or higher level of equipment for quite a long time now above Dragon Master. You know, there was the talk of super Dragon Master gear, which would require you to combine 4 sets of Dragon Master gear to make one set of super Dragon Master gear. Of course, that hasn't materialized. You don't have to collect 20 sets to then be able to upgrade to 5 sets of super Dragon Master gear. It's more of a staggered approach to the enhancement. This is all about enhancing plus 15, it's saying. And also it's applicable, these enhancements are applicable for all types of equipment. So let's first look at, as you can see from the menu, Steel Cavalry, Ranger, Dreadnought and Dragon Master. Let's look at Steel Cavalry first. So if you select an item and then just, if you can actually, well, you don't have to even select an item, you can just click on the magnifying glass for that type of gear, and you can see that it says the Steel Cavalry plus 15 upgrades. So for your, if you upgrade all your pieces of your gear to the full amount of upgrade, then you're going to get plus 15 on your cavalry resistance when facing footmen, plus 15 on the cavalry might when facing footmen, and a 5% increase on cavalry damage, which is a nice upgrade. And then you've got these various upgrades for the different individual items as well. So that's what it means from the message, that you get upgrades, enhancements for both individual items and the set as a whole. And you can see, I'm not going to go through the whole list individually because you can see them for yourselves. There's upgrades to marching speed, tactical might, HP, etc. You do get an extra 20 HP in total if you upgrade everything, and you also get an extra 10% marching speed, which is obviously going to be a consideration for players because of like Eden tile battles and things. So those are some nice initial upgrades. To actually go to upgrade, you just select any item that you want to upgrade. So let's go with this helmet. So if I click on OK, then you go to the advanced equipment upgrade page, and you can see that the initial cost for upgrading a basic gold gear is actually going to just require normal Dragonite. And you can see here how much it's going to increase. So they are incremental increases for each level, and obviously there's 15 levels that you have to increase for each item. So let's just increase a few levels here. And you can see that once you reach level 5, you're then going to require level 6 to upgrade, which will require Super Dragonite. And this is where it starts to get more expensive. So let's have a look. Kindly, there has been a table doing the rounds in the game, and let's go and have a look at what are the requirements for upgrading to level 15. So just bear with me while I bring that up. So this table has kindly been done and made available by Mad Uke from 120 with assistance from Levice Axar from 501. You can see that every level requires Dragonite, 20,400 in total. I'm sure that's not going to be an issue for most people. But then you do need Super Dragonite from level 6 to 15, 61,500 of it. And then you need Blood-Soaked Dragonite from level 11 onwards. You're going to need 3,330 of it to max it. Now, Do I think this is a good idea? Personally, I don't, because I think you get more benefit from having, obviously, Dragon Master gear. It means you can do mixed legions. You have that flexibility. If you're a small spender or free-to-play player, you might not be getting like all the premium, like top-level cavalry gear from your rewards or from your recruitment. So getting Dragon Master gear just gives you more flexibility to make the best of what you've got. So that would be my first point. Also, if you look at actually how much Super Dragonite is required, 61,500. So that's 300 for one item. That's 309,000 for a full set. That's half of the Super Dragonite required for your Dragon Master gear. You're only getting, what, 45,000 a season from the Honor Shop, plus what you get from White Crow and a few other elements, incremental increases from Trading Shop and things. You're going to struggle. That's quite a lot. 300,000. That's probably more than what you'll gain. That's probably about what you'll gain in, what, maybe a year of playing. So I would definitely advise not to upgrade this and just go with upgrading your Dragon Master gear. So let's move on and have a look at what the benefits are and the enhancements are for Dragon Master gear. So similar to the other elements, you just click on the magnifying glass. That's going to show you what the benefits are from enhancing a Dragon Master gear set. You can see 4-piece is going to give you a damage increase of 4%. That's if it's maxed at plus 15. Then you get an extra 10% on your enhanced active skills, which is Unyielding, Piercing Shot, and Crush. We've talked about those before in the past. And then the other 6-piece effect is unlocking the active skill Matrix Formation, and you're improving its effect by 100%. And this is when the next single player siege attack happens, the footmen take less damage in battle, the archers deal more damage, and the cavalry have a bigger chance to dodge. So that's increasing the effect by 100%. So I presume doubling the improvement, I guess. Again, without going into too many specifics about the individual upgrades, you're getting improvements to your HP, you're getting improvements to countering, to tactical resistance, tactical might, defense, attack. 20 HP again on the upgrades here, so it's a reasonable amount. If you think like the maxed players are, what, around 250 HP, so an extra 20 overall, it's what, maybe an 8% overall increase even for a top player. And obviously 20, when you are a maxed account as well, 20 HP will make a significant difference. So I can definitely see people doing it. Let's have a look at how we would upgrade a piece of Dragon Master gear. So we'll choose the helmet, and then as you can see, the bad news is it requires Super Dragonite from level 1. You're not using normal Dragonite for Dragon Master. So we're going to upgrade a few levels here, and you can see how the stats improve incrementally with each level. And then once we get to level 6, to upgrade to level 6, you're going to need your blood-soaked Dragonite. So you can see that I've only got, what, 12,000 here. Obviously you can get blood-soaked Dragonite from the Honor Shop. And now let's have a look as well at the table which has been done so far with the upgrades in terms of how much that's going to cost for your Dragon Master gear. So here we have the upgrade table so far for Dragon Master gear. You can see that obviously Super Dragonite is required for every single level, and there's talk of it actually being 150,000 Super Dragonite per item. So that's 900,000 per set to do all 5 of your sets. Enhanced, that's 4.5 million Dragonite. I haven't looked at how much that would cost. We can have a look at the packs and try and work it out, but it's going to be a significant investment. The other thing is, obviously, you can see you need blood-soaked Dragonite from level 6 and up to level 11 so far. It's 7,000, what is it, 800 or something. So what you're probably looking at potentially, say, 15,000 per item, so 90,000 blood-soaked Dragonite. I'm just working on the basis that this might be like 1,700, 1,800, 1,900, etc. to upgrade, something like that. And then you can see that you need Dragon Crystal as well, which is to unlock your Dragon Crystals at the moment, you need Exotic Crystal. So let's just, again, come out of this and have a look at how we're going to obtain those items. So if we go into our material shop, you can see that you can now obtain Super Dragonite, Blood-Soaked Dragonite, and Dragon Crystal, which is what you're going to require to do those higher levels of upgrades. and the option to obtain these is through a new consumable, which is exotic crystals. Now these are obtainable through attacking ferocious Zoltans. You'll be able to obtain 100 Super Dragonite at a time from 20 exotic crystals, but that's only limited to 800 a day, 8 times 100. Blood-soaked Dragonite is restricted to 100 a day, so 10 times 10, and it's 20 again each time, and then of the exotic crystals. And then Dragon Crystal, 200 exotics, you can only get 1 a day. So as you've seen from that previous chart, everyone has got up to the maximum people have been able to get up to at this point is level 10, because the level 11 upgrade requires 8 of these, which is going to take you 8 days to accumulate those at the moment. So I would expect that we're going to see Dragon Crystal packs very soon, obviously, and of course Blood-soaked Dragonite, and potentially even exotic crystal maybe. If we just look quickly at exotic crystals, so going out onto the map, I'm probably going to struggle to find a level 40, but we'll have a quick look for a level 35. Now also Zoltans are actually called Thanksgiving Invaders right now. Oh, we have found a 40, that's good. So if we click on him, we're going to see from a level 40 top level Zoltan, you'll get 120 exotic crystals as your one-off bonus, and then the rest of the time you're going to get 30. Obviously it's a maximum of 10 hits a day. So you can accumulate a reasonable amount, just under 400 I think a day, which will give you enough to get your single dragon crystal, etc., and a bit of blood-soaked Dragonite. But it's going to be a slog for right now until these and there definitely will be packs, I'm sure, but like if you're free to play, if you're going to be enhancing your Super Dragonite, even to just do one item, it's going to take you a significant amount of time. If you imagine it takes 8 dragon crystals to do that first level, how much is it going to take to do more? It could take you like 2 months at a time to accumulate enough dragon crystal just to fully upgrade one element of your gear, your Dragon Master gear. So what are my thoughts overall? Look, let's look on the positive side first. It's not as bad as everyone was expecting. Even for top spenders, people were saying, 20 sets of Super Dragonite, that's way too much. I know some people have even been accumulating additional sets of their Dragon Master gear beyond the initial 5 that you need for your legions, because they thought that you were going to need 4 sets per top level gear. So that hasn't materialized. So this is actually easier and less expensive for everyone. If you look in the sale store, for instance, like you've got packs for 60,000 Dragonite, about £100, so 600,000 is £1,000 basically, so it's £1,500. So yeah, you're talking about, in English UK, you're probably looking at about £7,500, I think that's right, to have enough Super Dragonite to max all of your legions, plus obviously you'd need those other elements, the Blood-soaked Dragonite and the Dragon Crystal. So I'm sure there'll be additional packs coming out for that. It's a lot as well. It is still expensive, but not quite as expensive. For the rest of us, again, it's another layer of disparity between, your free-to-play players, your low spenders, and then, these top echelon, which are always going to push at the end of the day for these enhancements, because the improvements are going to make that difference when you're up against fellow spenders or top spenders. It's just one more element of the game that we've seen, like with the Red Dragon, like everything else. With the premium heroes, it is another layer of pay to win in the game again. But like we already had that with equipment, right? With Dragon Master equipment anyway, and the fact that you had to progress Super Dragonite as it was. So we all knew this was coming, and here it is in the game, and we'll have to see how this plays out in the coming weeks, what happens in terms of how big an impact it has for everyone. But my gut feeling is it's basically going to be the norm continued pretty much, I would think. How much it affects people wanting to quit the game, I don't know, but hopefully people will kind of accept that, we're used to these kind of elements, premium elements coming in, and if you love playing the game, you'll still play the game, right? So if you have liked this video, please do click on that like, and if you could share this video and my channel in your Alliance chat, forum chat, through line, WhatsApp, Viber, Discord, whatever you use to communicate with fellow players in the game, that would be very much appreciated. Of course, I would like to hear your comments from the community. Are you happy that it isn't quite as extreme as what people were fearing? Or are you still unhappy that it's another premium element into the game? You know, for spenders as well, what do you feel about it? Are you happy, unhappy? Put your comments in the comment section down below. That's it for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.